Good morning. I'm not in my normal surroundings. In New York. I'm walking up 6th and I'm going to workout class because, as always with New York, I wake up so early. I had my magnesium and like my supplements, and I was like, I am gonna watch me get a full night's sleep. Get a full night's sleep. Didn't happen, did it? I looked at my clock and it was 2:30 in the morning. I managed to go kind of back to sleep. It was about 4:30. About 4:30, my body was like, no, you're awake and you're doing this. I played myself a little bit. I booked a really early morning workout class. So I was like, either I wake up really early and I go to a workout class, or I miss my workout class, but then I've got a full night's sleep. So we'll win either way. So we're doing a workout class that I've seen on TikTok. This could be a really bad idea. It's called Fuse House, and it's like hot Pilates, I think. So watch me turn into a raisin. I just started to film and then I was interrupted by the alarm on my phone. Wishful thinking. We've been awake for like 3 hours. It was a good class. I mean, I'm very warm, I'm very hot, and it was very hard. And I did have to, you know, you're just like, I just can't do this, I need to take a rest. Because it was in a hot room. But it was sweaty, it was good. A way to, it's not really like combat the jet lag, but like hack the jet lag. I've got lots of steps in. It's about a half an hour walk from the hotel, so I've got lots of steps on the way there, lots of steps on the way back. And now I'm on a search for bagels. I've got the goods. The bagels are hot. They're warm. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It was actually really close to the hotel. It's on Thompson Street, and Pop-Up Bagels was just a few blocks up. I've heard so much. I mean, this is very much like a TikTok brand, but like hot bagels that you dip in a like cream cheese schmidt. I'm game. I'm into it. Let's do a taste test from the back. Not me doing the whole taste test with the camera off. Tell me it's 7:26 without telling me it's 7:26. What I said is I went for 1 salt, 1 sesame, 1 everything. I went for the scallion cream cheese. And you basically just like rip it open and dip it in. The bagels are still warm, so therefore that is an easy win for me. Like, I'm always going to be into anything that is warm and fresh out of the oven. They're really good. I'm not sure I would queue, and I'm not sure I'd like make a special trip. This was like 2 blocks away from the hotel, but I don't think I'd like go out of my way across town to grab one. But there are probably really, like, New York bagels, come on. There are plenty of other incredible places to get bagels. You probably don't have to queue for, or trek so far for, if you're not close to one. But if you're close to one, pop in first thing. Didn't have to queue, I think I was like literally the first person in there. And yeah, what a good morning for 7:30 in the morning. I put so much in already. So if you missed my last video, which was a packing video, I'll link that in the corner for you. It's long, it's very, very long. But if you missed that video, here is the down low. I'm here in New York with Glossier, which is the coolest thing ever. Like, the coolest thing. I said in that video, I came to New York, I think it was 2017, and literally picked a hotel that was right next door to the Glossier showroom. I think I visited there every single day, but I was in New York. I bought basically every single product. I'm pretty sure I've basically tried every product from Glossier over the years, but on that trip I bought every single one. It was like my own Glossier brand trip for one. Lol. I love the brand. I love the brand. I mean, hello, like, stretch is something that I use every single day. I mean, I'm now this far into light 2. You don't need a lot of it, but it really helps to brighten up under the eyes, and boy, do I need that today. There's quite a few of us here. I think there must be maybe 15 of us from the UK, and then we're joining some US content creators as well, and we'll meet them all maybe this morning. I'm not sure, maybe this morning or tonight. There's a big launch because Glossier are launching not 1 but 2 new fragrances, extensions of Glossier U. Well, it's not an extension of Glossier U, it's just like an extension to the line. And I'm buzzing because, again, Glossier U is something that I use all the time. I don't even own a load of fragrances, but it's one I always have. It's the one that I have in travel size in my little makeup bag. So there you go, Glossier U, on you go. So I can't wait to have a sniff. From the rumblings that I've heard. There's basically like Glossier U kind of sits in the middle, and there's like a slightly stronger one and then a slightly lighter one. So I'll report back on my findings. but I'm here for a couple of days with them, and it's a really lovely group of people. The Glossier team are lovely, and I just can't believe that this is my life. One of those moments where I'm so grateful for you, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here doing this. So thank you for sticking with me for all of these years. I am a grandma in the blogging, vlogging, content creation world these days, but to still come on trips like this and still get to celebrate with brands that I just absolutely adore, like, it's not lost on me at all. I'm still giddy. New York just, oh, I just love this place. I love it so much. And it always takes like a day or two to kind of get your bearings, and I haven't stayed in this part of town for many, many years now. So yeah, I feel like I've got my bearings. I feel like yesterday and this morning, like wandering around, I'm not having to like constantly look at my phone. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's our road. So the plan for today is to go to the Glossier flagship. I think it's on Spring Street, so in Soho, really close to where the hotel is. And I think we're just gonna have, what did they call it? Product discovery and shade matching with Katie Jane Hughes. Yes, I'm so buzzing to see Katie, just buzzing to like play. Let's have a little play with some bits and bobs. And then we've got some free time, and then there's a big event this afternoon. So I thought if I was gonna vlog any day, like this was the day to vlog, fun stuff. This afternoon, I have got a bit of work to do. I've got an index lookbook that needs to be done by the end of the week. I've got my Substack weekly wish list I want to get by the end of the week. So there's a few worky bits to do, but I think it might rain later on. So I think it might make sense to do any shopping bits that I want to do like lunchtime-ish and then come back and do a bit of work. I feel like today is going to be my Soho day. Yesterday I had a bit of a West Village day. Today I want to do Soho, and I want to do Glossier, and I want to do Sephora, I want to do Credo, I want to do Tibby, Still Here. I'm trying to think of any other stores. I mean, I'm probably just gonna like wander around and see what tickles my pickle. But yeah, let's do some shopping, do some shade matching, and then get all glam at the end of the day, because I've got a very, oh my gosh, I'm just obsessed with the dress that I've got to wear tonight. I'm renting it, and I'm like desperately looking on resale sites for it, which I know defeats the whole point, but I'm like, I just love this dress so much. So I now have 3 minutes to get ready, so BRB. The group are very prompt, so I really don't want to be late, but this is what I'm wearing. Let me spin you around. My Massimo Dutti suede jacket with a Lisette t-shirt on underneath, a Goldie jeans, an Agni bag, and then these are the Le Monde Beryl, I think they're called, loafers. They're so comfortable. And then obviously Ellie Studios earring. So there you go. Right, what is that? What is that? Right, time to go, time to go. What is your one favorite? That's really hard. It is. Like, there's so many products.
If you're a Glossier fan, it's hard.
But if you had to pick one thing.
I would say Super Bounce, our hydrating serum if you have dry skin. Even if you don't have dry skin, it's just moisture. It's like drinking water for your skin.
It's like an OG.
It's an OG.
There you go. Add it to your basket. Oh my goodness. I've shopped till I've dropped. I have to say that Soho is just very good for shopping. Not really like the vintage shopping. I feel like when I come here with Mark next week, I'll probably do a bit more of that, because we'll be based over in Williamsburg, and then we might do a bit of like Lower East Side, like Brooklyn. Shopping wise, this is like the more main big brands. Oh my gosh, where do I even start? I did a bit of denim shopping because that's what I need. More jeans. I'll save that for my Substack newsletter because that's more fashiony, but I did do lots of beauty shopping. Shall we do a haul? It's like the old days. This is like the old days. So at the Glossier store, they were like, oh, if there's anything that you want to try, like you can try some bits. So I just picked up, Gio recommended the Starface collab spot stickers, and I was like, love me a spot sticker, so hell yeah. And also the Milky Oil. I love it, such a good makeup remover. And then I met Emily, who is their main head product developer, and she was like, have you tried After Balm? And I was like, no. And she was like, it's so good for the winter months, dry skin, that kind of thing. And I was like, what's your sleeper hit? What's like the one thing that people don't buy that much, but the team really love? And she's like, everyone on product development loves the cleanser concentrate. She was like, it's basically like, instead of using acids every night in your routine, it's the equivalent of microdosing acid. And I was like, oh, I love the sound of that. Like, my skin can really only handle and tolerate like very light doses and nothing too extreme at the moment. So that sounded great. And then what was in here? Oh, the deodorant refill stick. They're like, is there anything you want from Glossier? And I was like, Glossier U deodorant refill. I love that. Fussy. And then actually I did buy another aluminium free deodorant. I'm very much like in my aluminium free deodorant phase. I went to Credo and I picked up two things. Credo is like a clean beauty shop, not as big as Sephora, but there's a really good one in Williamsburg actually, and there was one over in Soho, and I forgot. It was almost like the entry or the gateway into like, oh my word, the streets around here. There's like some roads you can just wander up, and you could easily spend hours just wandering up this one road and like popping in all of the shops around by there. So I'm kind of pleased that I headed out that way because I found two things. These were actually on my list. I had three things. I was like, I want to get these whilst I'm in the US. And one is the Iris and Romeo Weekend Skin. It's SPF 50 and it's basically a tinted sunscreen. And I see so many people on Substack talk about this. So just a skin tint situation. I mean, I put it on the back of my hand, but I've put oh, that was loads. Oh gosh. There's so many things on the back of my hand right now. They had different shades of it. I think only 3 shades, but it's obviously one of those like tinted, can work for a wide variety of skin tones. But I know that Laurel from the Earl loves this. And I put this on my want list many moons ago. Also, I haven't looked in the mirror for a very long time. So let's just ignore what I look like right now. And then Roz, the Milk hair serum. I feel like loads of celebs invest in this brand and I just keep seeing it everywhere. And who was there was someone I follow who has like really gorgeous wavy hair, and they were like this, and then another product that I bought is like the secret to their everyday waves. So 3-in-1 hydrated leave-in. I don't think we can get this in the UK. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, we might be able to. But those were like the things I was like, right, okay, that's what I want to get because we can't get that in the UK. Leading on to, oh my word, a bit of a mammoth Sephora. There's a little bit of a mammoth one. But the main thing that I really wanted to buy was Crown Affair. We cannot get Crown Affair in the UK, and I feel like this is such a hot brand in the US right now. So many people are talking about it. I was tempted by the towel. I was tempted by many other things, but I was like, right, I'm gonna stick to the texturizing air dried mousse and bless the employee for like going out the back. And they came back with a big box and I was like, I'm gonna take 2 of those. Might be a bit presumptive to get 2 because what if I try one and don't like it? However, I feel like air dry mousse is a genre of product where I'm generally pretty happy with that description. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, it's a category that I like. So I really want to try this with the Roz like leave-in milk. Look at me buying hair care. I feel like it's never really a category that I experiment with, but I really want to give this a go. I feel like they'll be in the UK soon. It's a very Space NK brand. Like, surely. There was also soft services, which I really wanted to try. But in the Sephora, they only had 3 SKUs. They only had the buffing bar, like an exfoliating balm, and I was like, that's something what I would want to try, and like a hydrating balm as well. And I was like, oh, I really wanted to try the hand cream that comes in the really gorgeous tub, but they didn't have it, so that's probably a good thing. I also on the way back stopped in at Tibby because I really wanted to try on their tuck jeans, and she was like, oh honey, we're out of stock, like we don't have that in store. And I was just like, you know what, that's okay. You know, and you're like, I have spent more than enough money today. So actually they saved me some money there and I appreciate that. But beauty wise, I'm done. Like this is all of my beauty shopping for sure. So the Crown Affair hair mousse, we've gone through that. This is also, I don't think we can get this in the UK, but the Touchland hydrating hand sanitizer. It's like a spray. They've got so many different scents. I got the beach cocoa one. I smelt them all. It was so nice. Like I mean, I obviously love the Glossier team for many reasons, but they've built a lot of free time into this trip, which is such a treat. Like I love going on these trips, do not get me wrong. But I obviously have a lot of things to weigh up these days. You never really know the itinerary before you go on them and like say yes or whatever and commit. I so appreciate like free time. This means I've been able to just shop at my leisure, which is like the ultimate pleasure, like these days, the ultimate treat. Like when do I ever get to do that? And also I've got time, like I want to do a Substack and I've got some worky bits to do. So it's actually nice to kind of have a bit of time now. I don't think we're meeting till 5. I haven't checked the time. I don't think I've got loads of time, but I've got enough time to like sit and just have a moment, which is really nice. Oh, this was what I was talking about earlier, the Salt and Stone, Neroli and Basilic deodorant. I think we can get this in the UK, but it was just nice. They were all there and I could smell them all, and I haven't been able to smell them all before. So I picked that up. The Tower 28 SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray. I really love this. This is like good for the plane when you want to freshen up. It's got something in it. Hydrochloric, it's not hyaluronic, it's like hydrochlorous acid or something. It's not how you say it. That is not how you say it. But it's something like it almost disinfects your face. Again, that is not the scientific explanation of it, but it's really good for if you're traveling and you kind of can't really wash your face, but you want to wash your face. I think people use it post-workout too as well. So I don't know, just like a handy one to have. I've previously had the big bottle, but I feel like the small bottle, I don't use it all that often, like the small bottle is much better for me. Then Shani Darden, I think that's how you say it. Again, one of those people and brands I just kind of see like cropping up here, there and everywhere. They had so many things. I think their retinol is their like big thing. But this is the Triple Acid Signature Pill. I tend to use more sensitive skin products these days and not go so like hard with the exfoliation, but it does mean I don't really have anything in my routine for, you know, like you're doing an everything shower, it's a Sunday, you want to do something that feels got a bit of oomph to it. I don't actually really have anything to give that oomph, and this is the like a little duo where you use this exfoliating pill solution and then also like a hydrating, what do they call it, a neutralizing clay. I was like, oh, that sounds so nice. Like you get that, but then you also get a bit of soothing at the same time. They had a massive pack with like 8 treatments in. I was like, I haven't even used it once. I'll give it a go. I'll get the, I like picked up the big one and then I took it back for this one because I saw what was happening to my basket. So I picked up a little like more tester version. This is very much Substack influenced. So many people on Substack talking about this in beauty. I don't think we've got it in the UK. It's called the Extreme Cream Firming and Lifting Moisturizer. I've just seen so many people talk about it on Substack. I think it is through sponsored posts as well, but I know from doing like the other side of it that I do trust that people are talking about things they genuinely like, and you know, having some kind of vetting system for things they talk about and things they don't. And so many people just saying that they've used it up. It reminds them of the Augustinus Bader rich cream, which I actually find like a bit too rich, but people were like, it's a bit of a similar to that, but a bit of a step down and not as expensive. And I was like, I'm interested. Then this brand, okay. I went a bit wild at this brand. I have to say the Sephora that I went to, it was the one on Broadway, I think. And it's kind of their like Soho branch. Outstanding, such a good branch, really, really big. And it's fascinating to me, like there's nowhere like that in the UK. Like Space NK is our equivalent, but like my local Space NK in Brighton is quite small. And the ones in London, like the Battersea one is really big actually, but like Sephora cram it in like a way that just doesn't exist in the UK. Like the way they do like the end of the aisles that have like all the new stuff in, like, I don't know, they just cram in so much and so many brands. And it's really interesting to me how they like group the brands and how there's the like certain sections of the store that I just don't really feel like apply to me and my taste in beauty like at all. And then there was one gondola that had like Merit, Glossier, and then this brand was sort of in that section as well. And then there was like Tower 28, Kosas, like all the brands that I really like at the moment, like makeup brands, were kind of in one place. And I was like, fascinating. It's called Sarah Krill and it's marketed as makeup for over 40s. I'm not over 40, but I'm almost there. And anything to me that is marketed for over 40s is going to be marketed to more dehydrated skin, like which I have. And I tried a few of the products on the back of my hand and were like, ooh, something a bit different. So I kind of went in, they had this photo of a model and they were like, these are the 4 products that she's wearing. So I was like, I'm gonna buy those 4 products. So this is the Brilliant Repair Shield Illuminating Serum SPF 50 sunscreen. Just like a kind of sheer tinty sunscreen that just felt really like moisturizing on the face. Then the Face Flex Concealer and Complexion Enhancer. So this is Meet Your Holy Grail complexion product. This is the idea of a bit like Merit the Minimalist, to be honest with you, but in more kind kind of cream form, a liquid concealer, but that you can kind of use everywhere and like blend in everywhere. And I'm like, love the idea of that. Picked that up in the shade 2, I think. Yeah, 2. Then I picked up the back of the cab volumizing long wear tubing mascara. Again, that just looked really lovely. Like everything in this brand was packaged, oh yeah, just like packaged really beautifully, very chic, very, very chic. I found it all very appealing. I mean, this is the only makeup really that I bought. I guess like Merit we've got in the UK, Glossier we've got in the UK, like so many of the makeup brands that's what we actually have in the UK. There was Nest and Myrix, I almost bought some bits from there. There obviously is other brands that we don't have like as vast a selection in the UK, but the majority of brands that I really like, we kind of can get in the UK. And then this, I mean, this was a bit nutty because this is just a lip balm, but on the model it looks so glowy and like really hydrated. And I do love a lip balm. And I thought for tonight I might do like my Glossier lip liner with this over the top. So there you go, a Sephora haul, like the good old days. I feel like I never do stuff like this. Isn't it fun just to sit down and be like, this is everything that I bought? I'm gonna stick this all in my suitcase. but maybe there's a few things I want to try tonight actually. And then I'm gonna get my laptop out and have a bit of laptop time because it's very well needed. Like yesterday I didn't really manage to get much work done. Today obviously I've not got any work done so far. So let's crack on with that. But this is the dress. I've rented it from her, H-U-R-R. It's Christopher Esper, and I love it. I love it. I did actually purchase this at one point in time in black, but it was the wrong size, and I sadly returned it. And actually, I'm kind of glad that I did, because if I was to ever buy this dress, I feel like it has to be the brown. Like this brown is insane. It's so gorgeous. I mean, it's got like long sleeves. This is like the full look. And that does look quite glam, but I kind of like it with the sleeves rolled. I don't know, that's just how I'm gonna wear it tonight. And then I've got my vintage Loewe bag, and then just these bad boys on from AD. And they're pretty comfortable, so I'm not too worried about needing to wear them for the whole night. I've got these armpit protectors. I don't know, I'm gonna throw those in the bag. So this is the launch for, let me just rewind up my tip tape here. This is the launch for Glossier's 2 new fragrances. I think it's quite interesting because, like I was saying earlier, I think, did I say this earlier? I can't remember. One of them has leaked, but the other one hasn't. So I think it's kind of fun that actually people think there's one and there's 2. And it's this is like a big event with lots of US content creators as well. It's kind of their big party thing. So it could be quite fun. There might be some people that I know like at the party. Who knows? I think it's quite big, and I think there's a special mode of transport there. I'm really excited. This is like the big event. So yeah, let's go. I'm ready for a quick little trip. Also, look what I got. The voice is definitely going, so I'm like, Anna, you sound tired. I was like, oh no, but it's good. We're actually back relatively early. Gonna grab a quick slice of pepperoni pizza. I actually went there yesterday. It's really close to the hotel. I think it's called Lucia's Pizza of Soho, and it was delicious. So literally just popping down there. But here we go. We've got Glossier U de and Glossier U Rev. Sorry, that was absolutely terrible pronunciation. This one is kind of like the lighter version, Glossier U, and this one is like fruity, more going out. Thank you very much, guys. I can't wait to have a good sniff of those. Let's go grab a slice or 3. Oh my gosh, this is actual heaven. Like it's not early, what's the time? 9:30. This is a semi-early night. I'm gonna get to eat the pizza in bed and watch a Real Housewives. Literally living my dream. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed a little, I mean, it was a little, It's basically a massive Sephora haul with a little mini vlog at the beginning and a mini vlog at the end. But it was such a nice day, and I've met so many people on this trip that I've never met before. And it's just been really nice to get to know them and hang out. And yeah, it's been honestly so lovely. Like one of the best trips I've ever been on. I will always forever love a trip to New York. That is like ultimate to me. Anyway, before my boots gets cold, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.